Adrian, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here to bring you the ice cream tag. I saw this video done by Christeena Jessica from Game of Tomes. I'll leave a link to their video down in the description box below along with the original creators, and I thought I had to do it. Why, you ask? Because ice cream is my biggest weakness. Ice cream is the reason for the extra few pounds I put on over the summer. Actually, I had to say farewell to ice cream a couple weeks ago because I was having a hard time fitting into my pants, and that's not a good thing. So I thought, in order to say goodbye to the ice cream and hello to the carrots, I do the ice cream tag. Number 1 is Vanilla, a book you wish had a little bit more flavor. For this one, I'm going to go with Alex and Eliza by Marissa De La Cruz. I read this one in February or March, around Valentine's Day. I knew this was going to be a very heavy romance book, but I had hopes that it would have a little bit more American Revolution history in it. And it didn't. I felt like, it was okay. I didn't really like it, to be honest, but it just didn't have anything to it. It was missing some kind of zhuzh, like vanilla usually does. Number 2 is Chocolate, a long or indulgent book that you enjoyed immersing in. For this one, I've got Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, because these books are long and they get longer as you go. They do take quite a while to read. They are also relatively slow paced, but you totally get immersed in these books and they were worth it, and I loved them. I read the whole series in like 3 months. Like, I think I did a book a month, which is pretty impressive for me because these are all 600+ page books and I very much enjoyed them. Number 3 is Strawberry, a super sweet romance. How can I not go with Michael and Stella from The Kiss Quotient? I thought this was the best romance that I have read in a really long time, maybe ever, and I can't stop thinking about them, and I loved it. If you haven't yet read The Kiss Quotient, I don't know where you've been, because everybody's been reading it, but you really should read it. Even if you're not a huge romance fan, I'm not particularly a huge romance fan, but I loved this book thoroughly, and I would love to reread it soon. I probably will. Number 4 is Ice Cream Sundae, a book that encompasses all the elements that you love. I'm actually going to go with a book that I know a lot of people don't like, but I like it, and we all are entitled to our own opinions. But I'm going to go with Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. I really love these books because they're historical fiction books. They also encompass a little bit of fantasy. There's a lot of action. There's a little bit of romance. It's got a little bit of everything for everybody. A lot of people don't like this book. A lot of people find this book problematic, and I totally get it. But nonetheless, I still really enjoy it. So, Ice Cream Sundae, Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Next up is Milkshake, a book that combines genres. I'm going to go with one that I'm in the middle of right now because I really am enjoying this book, and that's Wildcat by J.B. Harker. This is the first book in the Caledon series. Caledon Saga. This book is a fantasy book, but it's inspired heavily by Iron Age Wales and Imperial Rome. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Iron Age Wales, but I am now thoroughly interested in it. I do know a good deal, not a whole lot, I'm not a historian, but a good deal about Imperial Rome, and it feels like a historical fiction. It's very heavily based on Imperial Rome. It's not. There are definitely differences, but it reads like a historical fiction, but it is a fantasy book. I really enjoy this book. I actually have a review coming out the end of the month, I think, or the beginning of October. It depends on how quickly I can finish it. This is a chunker of a book, by the way, but so good, so worth it. Next up is Sprinkles, a book with a colorful cover. I don't like sprinkles, by the way, but I do have a book for that, and that's Wicked Like Wildfire by Lana Popovic. I haven't read this book yet. I'm going to read it for Book Swapathon, and it has all kinds of colors, so there you go. I don't have that many books with colors on it, apparently. I looked at almost every book on my bookshelf. And then we have my favorite, Ice Cream Cake, a book worth celebrating. I am going to go with It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and the reason I think this book is worth celebrating is because this is the only book in the history of books that's ever been able to make me cry, and so therefore it is on my all-time favorite book list. I know that sounds really weird, but it proves that I'm not a heartless, soulless individual, that I can cry in books, and I really love the story as well. So, Ice Cream Cake. Next up is Ice Cream Cookie Sandwich, or 3 Scoops on a Cone, a book told from multiple perspectives. I'm going to go with Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, the Six of Crows duology, simply because my husband is in the middle of this. He just finished this one and he's now reading Crooked Kingdom and he loves it, and he keeps telling me about what he's reading, and it reminded me of all of the great times of the Six of Crow duology. I think the multiple perspectives in this book was done really well. Next up is Waffle Cone, a book that you felt compelled to read very quickly. For this, I'm going to again go with The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hong, because everybody was talking about this book and it sounded so cute and I didn't want to be spoiled for it, so I picked it up and I read it as soon as I could get it. Next up is Pint, a book that you put away for later. I'm gonna go with Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas. How could I forget that? This one I am about a third way through. I read it sometimes. The reason I keep putting this book down is because I had just finished Airfire and I really wanted to know what happened in Queen of Shadows, but I knew that I had to read this one first. So it's not a bad book, I just am more interested in knowing what happens next in the series as opposed to going back in time. So I have a hard time getting into it. I haven't given up on it entirely. Every now and then between books I read a chapter here or there. I am slowly making my way through it. I have read the first 2 stories and I'm in the middle of the 3rd one right now. So I'm almost done with 3 out of 5 stories. Not bad. I'm hoping to be able to finish this one before the end of the month, but probably not gonna happen if I'm being perfectly honest. The last couple of questions are about your particular ice cream preference. Number 11 is cup or cone. It depends. I like wafer cones, like the ones that have like the flat bottoms. Those are my favorite. I'm not a big fan of sugar cones, so if there's a wafer cone, I'll go for the cone. If there's not, I'll go for a cup. Number 12 is favorite flavor. I don't really have a favorite flavor, I don't think. I kind of like all ice cream in general. I don't like chocolate fudge or like the strawberry sauce or the caramel sauce, so anything that has that in it I won't eat. I usually go for like the fruity flavors. In the Netherlands the fruity flavors are more sour than sweet, and I like sour better than I like sweet. But I do like ice cream that has like cake in it, so if it's like strawberry cheesecake or chocolate fudge brownie or anything like that, those are also my go-to. I don't know, I just love ice cream. Number 13 is toppings, yes or no. Yes please, like I said, no sauces except peanut butter sauce. I like peanut butter sauce. When I was in college, I had a friend that used to eat a chocolate ice cream sundae with peanut butter and pineapples, and I thought that it was the most disgusting thing that I had ever seen until I tried it, and it is divine. If you ever go to an ice cream shop, I would recommend trying chocolate ice cream with peanut butter and pineapples. Don't judge until you try it. It's really good. Number 14 is favorite local ice cream shop. There's this little ice cream shop in the shopping mall close to my house called De Rosette Chocolaterie, and it's a chocolate shop and an ice cream shop in one, and it has the best ice cream, but it also has really good chocolate. And lastly is best shared with friends. Tag some people. I'm gonna tag 2 people because I don't know who has actually done this tag. I'm actually in the middle of family vacation at the moment, so I haven't been watching a whole lot of videos, but I'm gonna go ahead and tag the Lawn Gnome, and I'm going to tag Amanda from A Quarter of Books and Love. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know down below what your favorite kind of ice cream is, because I'm always curious and I'm always looking for new flavors that I shouldn't be trying at the moment. As usual, I would love for you to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.